It's me, Jimmy D, and welcome to this week's episode review for Supergirl Season 5, Episode 6. All the trailers showed the last, 15 minutes of this episode. It didn't really show what the true plot of the episode was, and I'm kind of disappointed in one way. Because it seemed like it was going to be this mysterious, force and all attacking the DEO, and Supergirl was going to be just not even in the picture, and it was going to be Alex battling, sort of like the Flash's episode with Cisco, but with Alex. And I was honestly a little excited about that because I wanted something a little different. However, this episode was mainly how Lena went from Metropolis during season 1 of Supergirl all the way to where she is now. Um, and honestly, I enjoyed a lot of it. I enjoyed seeing what Lena was up to during key situations that happened in Supergirl, and I loved the callbacks to the season 1 arc of Supergirl where she had to basically do that whole news broadcast to bring people back. And season 1 is still one of my favorite seasons behind season 4. But with this episode, it also brings a little bit of issues with what the plot is going on this season. First of all, when Lex showed up, I giggled and just I was excited because Lex makes this show so much better. John Cryer just does a phenomenal job as Lex Luthor, and him versus Supergirl honestly is some of the best villain hero moments we've had on the CW. Plus, that whole Lex Luthor walking out of his mansion to the music, killing people, phenomenal. But we got some Lex, we got more of the trial, we got what Lena's point of view was, what she was doing after the trial, how she got to National City, and it really shows why Lena works so well as Kara's friend and not the villain. Because once we got to present day, and her and basically she was playing a trick on the woman who bought Catco, because that's the whole ordeal, and find out the Catco woman is working for Leviathan and all this other jazz that basically Lena was plotting against everybody, and how they really gave her a Lex Luthor plotline. Now that I think about it, all these little different things, kind of what they did last season with Lex with the political stuff. But in this one's, it's manipulating characters and to get her way, and it just shows why she works so well as a friend, as a ally, not as the villain. She just doesn't work as the villain, and now that she basically has full control, it's going to be interesting. I did like how she kind of played Supergirl a bit, to get her away from the DEO, and I loved how they brought the spiders back, because the spiders, honestly, it was weird how they were one episode, so I'm glad they used them again to, there was some reason for them to actually happen. But anyway, Lena has the medallion. We found out that the Catco lady has actual powers, the medallion unlocked. And honestly, this wasn't a bad episode of Supergirl. I just feel like it really shows why Lena works well as a ally instead of a villain to Kara. And because of that, I gotta dock some points. And I hate to say it, but this episode honestly gets a 7. I do feel like it's above average. I did enjoy all the callbacks and all the kind of to weed Lena's history into the canon. And overall, really good. It's on the weaker side compared to some of the best episodes of Supergirl. next week's episode does look like it's going to be very interesting because you have basically a battle in the Fortress of Solitude, which thank God they're bringing the Fortress of Solitude back, because I mean we got a little bit of hints of it last season during Elseworlds, but we really haven't got Fortress of Solitude moments since way back in season 1 when there was that amazing Fortress of Solitude set that CBS and all did. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of the episode. What was your best moment? What was your worst moment? What do you think of the Lena stuff? But like always, I will see you in the next one. Later.